The humanitarian crisis in Nagorno Karabakh continues to deteriorate, threatening the health, safety and lives of the people as the entire region is left without heating for weeks. As reported earlier, on the night of March 7, the only gas pipeline to Nagorno Karabakh was damaged by the Azerbaijani side, depriving the entire population of gas. Under various pretexts, Azerbaijan did not allow the gas pipeline to be repaired, and eventually after 11 days on March 18, Azerbaijan repaired it itself. And according to information, a valve was installed on the gas pipeline, making it possible to stop the gas supply at any time. As anticipated, 3 days later, on March 21, Azerbaijan simply closed the valve without any explosions, thus proving that it was also the perpetrator of the March 7 explosion. It's particularly noteworthy that both gas supply suspensions are taking place under exceptional weather conditions. On March 7, an unprecedented amount of snow fell in Nagorno-Karabakh in the last 30 years, and the air temperature dropped to an unprecedented low level. On March 21, a record-breaking temperature drop was registered, reaching to -8 degrees and the snow depth being 1.5 meters, with 1 meter in the capital Stepanakert, not allowing people to seek for alternative means of heating as well. In these conditions, Nagorno-Karabakh was deprived of natural gas supplies, vital for heating apartments, kindergartens, schools and hospitals. A deliberate and controlled shutdown of gas by Azerbaijan in such severe weather conditions grossly violates the norms and principles of international humanitarian law and constitutes a crime, which is part of Baku's broader efforts to create a humanitarian crisis, intimidate the Karabakh Armenians and cause them to leave the territory. However, through its actions, Azerbaijan also delivers service to people of Nagorno-Karabakh, since the episode with the gas pipeline is a very accurate and concise description of the Nagorno-Karabakh issue for the international community. Due to this event, the international community can easily comprehend the essence of the Karabakh issue without flipping through hundreds of pages and studying the nuances of history. For almost a year and a half, Azerbaijan has been boasting about the glorious victory in the 44-day war of 2020. But the fact is that after so much suffering and deprivation, about 117,000 Armenians live in Karabakh today. Azerbaijan considers it its big defeat, and the task is set to do everything to bring to an end the policy of ethnic cleansing. The intimidation of the people took a turn towards a gross aggression on March 24, when the Azerbaijani armed forces violated the line of contact with Nagorno-Karabakh in the area of responsibility of the Russian peacekeeping mission and infiltrated into the village of Parukh and surrounding areas, in an act of a clear disrespect for the trilateral statement of November 9, 2020, which stresses that the hostilities were ceased and the sides stopped in their positions. On the night of March 25, the Azerbaijani armed units that perpetrated the area of responsibility of Russian peacekeeping forces opened fire towards the military positions of Nagorno Karabakh Defense Army. The prior incidents of breaching the gas supply to Nagorno Karabakh, terrorizing the population with threats, and targeting the civilian infrastructure with large-caliber weapons were attempts by Azerbaijan to make an advantage of an escalation of the security situation in Europe, reject Armenia's proposed peace agenda, and eventually organize an ethnic cleansing in Nagorno Karabakh.